Welcome to the National Poetry Library. My name is Chris, I work here. It's a pleasure to see so many of you here this evening for our second event as part of this year's European Poetry Festival. This, of course, is Steve Fowler's baby, if you like, which runs for 11 days. It welcomes 100 poets from all over Europe to create new performances in different spaces across this city and beyond. This is a very special event this evening. Of course, we welcome Latvian poets to the National Poetry Library. I'm really excited to see the performances that take place with the UK collaborators and solo performances too. There's a few things you probably don't know. You may know, but I'm going to say anyway, just in case you don't. One is that what really makes these events stand out is that you don't really know what's going to happen. That's the edginess and aliveness of the European Poetry Festival. Not even the performers know what's going to happen. So anything could happen over the next hour, and I think that's a good place to be. We'll talk about it later. The other thing which you may not know is every performer at the European Poetry Festival receives a cuddly toy, hand-selected by Steve. And these are two of my very own. You're probably wondering why I'm standing here with a monkey and what I think is a Thames eel. Steve handed this to me last week and said it looked a bit like me, and we had a big discussion about whether these were fins or ears. I'll let you decide. The other thing you probably don't know is the library's funded on the sale of tote bags, so you'll have a chance to purchase a tote bag this evening. And this one I've got here is going to be given to a lucky winner who can name this Thames eel. It currently doesn't have a name. So whenever Steve gets on stage, shout out a name for the Thames eel. And the winner will take a tote bag home with them this evening. So, any starters, any suggestions? Yeah? Norman.
Arnold.
What was that?
Arnold.
Norman and Arnold.
Why make you
I'm sensing these aren't really...
What's a non-human eel name?
Not particularly Latvian names, I'm sensing, but...
Jazz, the Latvian.
That's the winner so far. But shout more suggestions as Steve gets up, and we'll see where we are at the end of the evening. I see Steve's pulling a funny face at me. Steve is going to come up and talk to you now. He is a prolific poet. He's a novelist, an artist, curator and founder and director of the European Poetry Festival. So please put your hands together now for Steve Fowler.